Hello and welcome to the Velveteen Lounge.
Hey,
Hey.
it's stuck. There we go.
I bet you thought I was just going to sit here doing this all night. I was just waiting until people joined, and people have. So
They have.
hello. Happy
Hello,
Wednesday.
Lisa. Hello, Casey.
Lisa, Casey,
Eric.
Eric. Good to see all three of you. And I know there are more people here who have not chimed in. Wonderful to see you anyway.
Yeah, we're going to see you in no time. Like
Gettysburg,
ma'am.
ma'am. Hello. Good to see you.
Hello,
Happy
friends. Hello,
Wednesday.
friends. Yes, absolutely. To you.
Yay. How is
Definitely.
everyone?
By the way, this little dot, I don't usually deploy this guy, but this is something I built for her birthday some years ago. It's the bzzzt box.
He gave me a box that goes bzzzt.
See, press the button.
Seconds of fun.
Built with parts from Radio Shack back when there was such a thing. And you know what? I think I've had the same battery in here for 24 years.
Hi, Julie. Happy
Why has this
PJ
not leaked and
Day.
destroyed
Thank
things?
you.
Weird but true.
Cosplaying as a sane person. Oh, Eric. I love it. So, first, before I say anything, I just want to say our friends in LA.
Seriously, we've been through this before. We've been through this in the Pacific
It's
Northwest. We've been through this in California
so
a couple of
bad, I
times
know.
within the past 10.
Hi, Peter.
And
Good to
here
see
we are
you.
again with the same exact conditions, and it is shocking it to them. It's like this is the world you're living in.
I'm thinking
is
about
exactly
you. There's
it.
nothing
This
I
is
can
horrible.
say. There's nothing I can say
No, it's
except
horrible.
I'm
No, it's just like
thinking about you.
Virtually uncontrollable fires for a time, and then they
Yeah.
finally get them under. It's like you've destroyed this huge amount,
Ugh, it's so awful.
huge
I know.
area, trees and property.
Hi, Errol.
And and some people, many people suffering here. So there you go.
So anyway,
Yep.
just wanted to
We hear you.
say that. Yeah.
Some folks in California are still be reporting like tremendous temperatures, and so they're reporting lower temperatures because it's just wacky. I cross fingers because we do not have those conditions here. It does get dry.
Although there were wildfires close to us in the summer.
There were. I mean, for the most part, however, we're sitting on a rather extensive river and a couple of Great Lakes this state. Generally speaking, that's not the issue. And the issue is that 100-year earthquake, which hasn't hit yet. That's the thing I'm thinking about. That's what we're talking about here.
Okay.
Big fun.
Santa Anas are brutal. I
blizzards,
remember
hurricanes,
them well.
We got them.
Yes.
Excessive heat, we got it. Excessive cold, we got it right now. Are you experiencing these conditions?
Oh my God.
I believe ma'am is.
So cold.
And whoa, I believe Eric is. Casey's definitely. Man, what the? Yeah, this is what we got.
It turned itself off.
What turned itself off?
The space heater. Paul brought the space heater in here and it's off.
We didn't trip something, did we? I'll check that out.
I hope not. No, we need the space heater back. Anyway. So we have some fun for this evening. I mean, it's always fun, but we're going to do a rye taste test and see if we can tell which is which. And we're going to do a cocoa taste test to see if we can tell which is which. I got a fancy-ish one and a Swiss Miss. So we're going to see if I'm not going to be able to tell the difference, but I have those taste buds. But anyway, what happened?
Got it back on.
Oh, he got it back on.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Did it just, what happened? Do you know?
Breaker.
It tripped a breaker. Amazing.
Which actually reset this light. Reset.
Oh, jeez.
Brother. Maybe I'll attend to that because this one got reset too.
Oh.
Hey.
Fancy pants rye. Well, it's a pretty bottle. Okay, so I feel very good about this rye because we were in the state liquor store in New Hampshire and we saw this on the clearance, like last chance, get it now. Bless you. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then we went over and we're looking at the rye shelf and they had, it looked like exactly the same bottle. And when I compared them, like one was like 90 proof and one was 100 proof. I'm like, okay, I can pay like $20 less and get 90 proof. So anyway, hi, Angela. Good to see you. Let's see. Did I miss anyone? I hope not.
see here.
Okay, good. I think we're caught up. All right. Took me a whole year, but I finally have my own place now that I'm back from Germany. Congratulations.
Big thumbs. Big
Wonderful.
Thumbs. That's a big difference to everything.
I want Paul's pajamas, but in blue. I made those.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to get a pretty similar kind of pattern because this is just sort of a standard polyester cloth that you would use. I think it's actually sari fabric, as a matter of fact. And I remember you saying that the stuff shred-o-matic in your machine.
It does shred a lot, but
it's pretty bad. But this is stable. Like I got a few threads inside, but it's no big deal
because I hit all the edges.
But it's got like these sort of like cherry tree pattern, which I thought I wanted something sort of like vaguely Asian, Chinese.
Good for you, Angela. That's wonderful. I worked my butt off. Yeah, you know.
Oh, geez.
Sometimes you have to, but that's great.
Yeah. You did
as a guest room. Lovely. I love that.
You know, sometimes you do that because you're reaching for a goal, and then once your butt is off, then you're there and you're at your goal.
No, we can machine wash them. We hang dry them, but we don't hand wash.
Yeah, it's this machine wash and hang. We hang a lot of stuff. I mean, hang stuff these days, although it freezes fast to the line there. As long as we get sun, it works. Let's see.
So,
what am I thinking of?
I don't know. What are you thinking of? What am I thinking of?
That is a pretty good color. But I was really
mojito that's like greens. It changes greens. He's just like reprogramming a light while we sit here. Bless you.
Oh, good. Woo! Sorry, folks.
You're not getting sick again.
Don't even start. I think it's just rhinitis from all this cold air that I keep encountering. Man, you hit that and you're just like, I'm sick. And it's just your
Hi, Dime.
Nasals are reacting. That's all.
Call for my boss as soon as the stream started. Oh no.
Jeez.
Oh God.
You see,
ignore. No, I know you can't ignore, but
these are the Whiz bulbs, and you might have seen these on your shelf. WIZ, not the other kind of Whiz, and over at like your big box stores. And we have a bunch of these. I think we got about 6 to 8 of these in the house now. And they program with the app, and they're great. But if you unplug it, it kills the program. So you got to go in there, figure it out.
Picked up a part-time job as a driver? That must be interesting. You must talk to a lot of people. I love that.
This must be on Club. That's kind of fun.
Club.
Meanwhile, back in the jungle.
I want to make a drink.
Make a drink.
I want to make a drink.
There's one called Steampunk. The hell's that?
Over the snow. Oh, Angela. Yeah. We haven't had that much snow here, but it's just been freezing. Well, should we do our bourbon taste test first? And then I'll decide which one I want to use.
There you go.
Rye. I meant rye. I meant rye. Oh, I deliver pizzas. Oh, that must be really interesting too.
There we go. Done. Okay, reprogrammed. Kitchen is still good with the club setting. Bar is still good with all 3 of those. All right. Well, I bet one of those gets programmed. Anyway, la-da-ti-da, did them.
Oh, Dime, thank you. I was going for Mrs. Roper. I think I have 3 of these little robes, and I think this is the most, well, I take it back. I bought a caftan for a role I'm doing, which I'm not going to wear the caftan until after I make the film. But after that will be my most Mrs. Roper-ish thing that I own. But right now
this is pretty Roper-ish. Yeah. It's true.
Liver for the past weekend is the worst. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, little to no snow. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
You want some? Casey. You can take all we got. Right now we have nothing. We got a dusting.
Mrs. Roper was a vibe. Yeah.
Got a dusting that was substantial enough to shovel. Well, that was really no more than about inch and a half.
I should have worn beads.
Oh yeah.
I have beads that would be perfect with this.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
But anyway, I've lost my thread.
Testing. Taste test. So you can figure out which rye you want to use.
Yeah, no, but it was before that. I don't remember.
Oh, it was one of those things.
Really don't believe the sofa. I know. I have been so tired, Eric. Like I don't know. I mean, like I've been active. I've done a dance class this week. I've worked out. I've done all the things, but like I've been sleeping like 9 or 10 hours a night and loving it. So I don't want to get out of bed. But anyway, that's me. No. Oh, Julie, we need Mrs. Roper clothing and accessory collection.
No!
Yes,
There you go.
yes. I know a lot of people that would agree with you.
Now, what is the deal where like people will crowd show up as Mrs. Roper?
Yeah,
as
the Mrs. Roper,
the Roper Fest
romps. Yeah,
romps?
yeah.
Those are fun. I want to do one of those and show up as
It's
Stanley.
the weather, yeah.
I would have to show up
Pepper
with
Tree,
the
hi,
toolbox.
good to see you.
Hey,
Yay!
woohoo! We saw Pepper Tree on
Yes, and I watched
Monday.
your show Monday.
Yeah.
Yes, and
They were
we
doing
made
some
it
great
all the way
stuff.
through.
We made it all the way through.
I didn't fall asleep.
I really enjoyed the dedecorating video at speed. That was fantastic. And,
Angela, I love that idea. That's great.
awesome. The crafting, the crafting was fab. It was just like what I wasn't about to think of that, but like just 2 or 3 simple ideas, and you've got this whole heart shape going. It was really cool. So yeah,
I do get sad.
You
that,
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Seasonal affective disorder. I mean, it was sunny today, I think. I was out this morning, but it was dark. But when I got home, it was light.
things picked up.
Yeah.
Things picked up.
It was, and then I didn't look out the window again the entire day. So
Okay.
Shut all my mom's old robes. Oh my God. All right. So are you going to test me? We'll see if I can tell which rye is.
You want a blind test? Okay.
Yeah.
Close your eyes.
That's the most fun. Where I make a fool of myself.
Oh, well, you make a fool of yourself. How about when I take this thing and I get
My
Mr. Blutarski 0.0.
my taste buds are not
And I drink this stuff.
developed.
I do old man beer and I get like 25%. Seriously, 1 out of 4. That is pitiful. That's like barely better than chance. Okay, so we are going to blah, blah. These are actually at the same temperature, which is very important. You don't want a tail going on in there. And rye number 1.
Can I open my eyes now?
In your hand. Yes, because
Okay.
they're actually on the floor. You can't even tell what the hell I did. You can. You saw me do it.
Oh yeah, Sherry does do a good job on her crafts, right? On
Yes.
Pepper Tree?
Sherry was like really rocking that thing.
This smells great.
Yeah. Checking the aroma. I have to do this test myself in a second.
This is strong. Okay. This one has less of an aroma.
It's interesting. There's a distinctive aroma on brand A, brand X.
I'm probably wrong. I'm going to guess this is the Belfour.
And that would be the Rittenhouse.
That would be the Rittenhouse.
100%.
I got it right?
You're on. You're on.
This is just slightly smoother to me.
Which means that this proof is lower. Well, not by much. This is 100 and this is 94.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So,
this is the one I should show them.
94 is pretty
This
high.
I thought this was really nice. So we
Yeah.
got this at the New Hampshire State Liquor Store on clearance. And they had a bottle of the exact, like literally the same bottle, but it was 100 proof and this is 94 proof. I'm like, I could lose 6 proof and pay $20
6 proof
less.
and pay 20 less, because you can lose 6 proof. Anything over about 80
Bum wine taste test.
is like, it's just elk.
Peter, I
It
just had
doesn't
the
add
best idea. Let's do a live bum wine tasting. You come over and you can run it.
You come, bring the MD.
Yeah,
You
we'll do
tell
it on
us.
the live.
We will just go through them. We could do a blind test, but it's probably more fun to just know that you get the blue MD
Peter,
versus the night train,
let's
and then you
do
go
it.
from there. If you can find the T-bird, you're the man.
I did not cleanse my palate. I
No.
didn't.
No,
So
it
you were
just went straight
correct.
through. Anyway, I need to do this one myself.
Yeah, I love. Oh, right. Now, which one was the Belfour before? Belfour before?
Belfour. That's
Okay.
Belfour,
Okay.
and that's Rittenhouse.
Okay.
So
Close your eyes.
I'm closing them. So you
I
don't
got
do
it.
that.
I got it. Don't worry.
Bottles falling over.
No
on me.
worries.
Closing.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Don't want to see. Don't want to peek. Turning away.
Yeah, Peter, you have to come over and do the bum wine taste test. You do it on us on a live video because we love making fools of ourselves. Boone's Farm.
Boone's.
Yes. Ripple.
Boone's is not bum wine. It is a supermarket wine, which is to say fortified and sweetened. Yeah.
I think this is the funniest idea.
Boone's is kind of a wine cooler, isn't it?
Boone's, it's It's.
I mean, it's not exactly Balls and James.
To be honest with you, I don't know if I've ever had booze. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't know if I've ever had boons.
I cannot say. We've definitely sampled MD, Night Train, I believe, and I have had T-Bird in my time, but it's been a very long time, and I haven't seen it on the market in ages, and it might be gone.
Okay.
You can't get Ripple anymore.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. Model A.
Okay. You can open your eyes.
Truth, I can. Okay. And I'll take Model B.
Yeah, Peter. Let's DM.
Rittenhouse.
Yes. Okay, so I think these are pretty easy to tell apart.
They are, because like that one has more a distinct alcohol kick because it's 100 proof. And you know what? I wouldn't sip that. I would cut that a little. You got to take the proof down so it's drinkable. Straight up.
Well, you know what?
If you want to just take like a sniff of Rittenhouse, put a big cube in it, put a little water in it, softens it up, great, because it's an excellent product. But out of the bottle, it's like, whoa, that's a little strong.
Maybe I will use the Rittenhouse for my cocktail because I'm shaking it with ice and straining it into a cocktail glass. I did not bring a cocktail glass.
I have one behind me that is small.
I need a bigger one.
If you need, do you need a large, or one of the, like about a 3-ounce cocktail?
I'll take a large one.
Take a big one. Okay.
Oh yeah, because it has. Oh, I need the vanilla seltzer too.
Vanilla seltzer's right there.
Oh, okay. All right.
Got that one. See, so what I'm doing is I'm actually taking some water and cutting that down.
Family near St. James wines, so I'm a little picky when it comes to my wine. I love that. Yeah, you should be. Have my fair share of wild Irish rose. Oh, jeez. I know, isn't this bottle pretty? I was like, I like the bottle, but I'm not going to use it for my cocktail because. Could you put this back over there, please? I'll use it for like Manhattans and stuff.
Yeah.
Not this thing that I'm shaking with all these other things. Choose my beverage based on the weather. Well, yeah, that's a thing.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, that's a real thing that people do.
I heard a great quote a while back from a bartender in New York City who simply said New Yorkers drink seasonally. And you get to the weather with a snap in the wind, and people start drinking the brown goods.
Pepper Tree. No, I missed that. I'm okay. Now I'm sad.
Lonely
I missed
Penguin.
That. Yeah, I would have.
Lonely Penguin.
I love the name.
Did you mix up in the Penguin cocktail shaker? Anyway,
I love that. Okay, sweet St. James, Missouri wine. I love that. Okay, thank you, Angela, and recommended by Angela over here on YouTube.
There we go. Excellent. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Yeah, I know.
I go with some
Glühwein.
Yeah. Glühwein is
it's that kind of weather.
Glühwein, of course, is German for glow wine. And where do you get Glühwein? You get that at the Christmas market and Christmas Nacht, etc., etc. And you would find a vendor, and they would serve you up, and you take some, and you glow. That's what that's all about. So it's a
Frangelico, yeah.
It's like a mulled wine. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, especially here in Illinois, I bet. Yeah. Don't drink nearly as much hot coffee in the summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I drink coffee year round because we're 45 minutes from Napa. That's nice.
Hello.
Okay, so I will take a minute to say what I'm doing.
Center of the universe. Yeah, please go to
Peter's having some Bordeaux.
There we go.
Okay, so yeah, Frangelico feels like a winter drink to me too, Eric. Okay, so I am making something I'm calling Cherry Kiss. So I'm going to do a 1/2 ounce sour cherry liqueur, a 1/2 ounce fresh lemon juice, 4 dashes cocoa bitters, in addition to my 2 ounces of rye. I'm going to shake all that, strain it into my cocktail glass, and top with a splash of vanilla seltzer. We will see what we think.
There, we'll see what we got.
Okay, hold on.
Sounds like fun so far.
All right. Well, what just fell?
I'm not entirely sure. I think some floof just fell.
There was no floof over there.
Because you see on the side of that shaker?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Something fell.
Some of the decor. Okay. Greenery has fallen.
Actually, bluery.
Bluery? Bluery. Because we're in the frosty months. That's why.
Sleepy time peach tea. And even... Oh, okay. I've been drinking a lot of herbal teas lately.
Yeah, I have as well.
Yeah.
Fair amount of that stuff. We had some good stuff on hand, and I've been drinking just a lot more black tea.
Okay,
Found some stuff at the local market that was basically Earl Grey. They were calling it Russian tea, but I was like, it was black tea with bergamot. It's Earl Grey. So I've been having that in the afternoons.
Of sour cherry.
So far you got 2 ounces of the rye?
2 ounces of the rye, half-ounce sour cherry. Right. Where is the lemon?
It's right there in front of you.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, can you reach? Pardon me, properly.
Yes. Right.
Okay.
Half-ounce fresh lemon juice. That lemon looks sort of red. It's kind of weird. I
cannot conceive, sir.
I cannot conceive. All right. That's weird. I'm drinking tea right now. I
was drinking tea until we got to dinner. That was just my.
I think I had 1.5 pots of tea today and coffee.
And the coffee. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a lot of, you need some hot fluids and you need to keep them coming.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. And 3 drops of lemon. Okay. That's a good idea. I do have sinus issues. Yeah. Angela's
interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Saying look for the sleepy time for sinuses and 3 drops lemon. I love that. Thank you.
I've been finding that want to make sure I'm heard. My voice is a little low right now, actually, because I'm feeling a little. My sinuses are acting up, and I think it's just because of the cold air.
Manhattan does sound nice right now.
That sounds excellent right now, doesn't it? Really, seriously.
Only thing that clears my sinuses. Yeah. I do have. I should use it more often. I need to put it where it's handier. But did I do my? I didn't do my. I didn't do my bitters.
Bitters.
4 drops bitters.
4 drops of the which bitters?
Cocoa.
Cocoa bitters.
Just cocoa bitters.
Talking.
Yeah. All right.
Now I
gotta shake it.
I was going to say that I'm finding that when the throat is kind of hurting, hot tea is always good. Hot herbal tea is fine, but hot black tea is fine. And then the herbals that are really medicinal, like throat coat kind of things with like some really heavy flavors, I find much useful at that point in time. I have
a personal steam inhaler that I will sometimes do with eucalyptus, which smells nasty, but
we got some like eucalyptus oil in a little vial, and it's just like you take one whiff of that and you're just like knocked out. So you're just like a couple of drops in there.
Yeah.
And it's really like that, that Vicks inhaler, like the stuff your mother used to spread on your chest, and then you had the vaporizer and all that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, Dime. Really that's works. A really good idea. Dime is saying I sometimes put a glob of Vicks in the corner of the shower and then put it on full hot when I'm stuffed up.
There you go.
They sell those things that are like you put them on the floor of your shower, like not in the water stream, like away from the stream of water, but it's like aromatherapy. Try peppermint ginger. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, gin. That would be great with gin.
Okay. I found, well, of course, my magic cure for
a splash of vanilla.
A really bad head cold or just general circumstances this side of the flu. Don't have drinks when you have the flu. You really just need to take fluids and go to bed. But if you just have a bad head cold, bourbon stone sour works every time. Does it cure your cold? No, of course not. But does it make you feel better? Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Siang ointment, better than Vicks. Okay, is it Siang? Siang. Okay.
Oh my gosh,
we'll have to look that up. Good. I'm going to try it.
Cherry kiss.
This is the rye, the cherry, and so this is a rye sour with the cherry
with cocoa bitters,
baby. Oh yum!
And a splash of vanilla seltzer. Ooh,
really good. Yum! Yep.
Oh yum! Oh yum!
Until vaping and chugging the day. Oh man! Well, you know what? Whatever. They were probably sick too. They didn't mind getting that excess. The menthol really does work, and it's like certain of those things, which is like like ginger, lemon in the tea. The ginger is quite effective at its purpose, and it's also good for settling the stomach, that kind of thing. And the lemon not only has vitamin C, but it's got acidity, which is good for that, and it's good for regulating fluids and whatnot. Simply belting down a glass of water more often during the day, like when you have a cold, because your body is using a lot of fluid to fight all this stuff, is an excellent idea. And all the fluids you take are good. There's that whole wisdom of like, well, if you take diuretics, you need to drink more water. No, I think that's BS. Just whatever you're drinking is good. But if you're just strictly drinking coffee all day, you really want to throw some water at that too. So.
Didn't start liking ginger until I got home from Germany because they love their ginger. Ah, okay.
I've always found it to
love
be
ginger.
A great flavor. I love cooking with it. I love fresh ginger. I love chewing fresh ginger, and it gives me the hiccups just like that.
I'm gonna
immediately.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can. I was telling Paul. Oh, hi, Bobby. Good to see you.
Woohoo!
I was so plugged up. I put the squirt bottle in one nostril and gave it a squeeze, and it.
Good grief. Yo.
Yeah, it is supposed to be extremely good ginger. Yeah. Okay.
And there's also ginger extract, which we use, which comes from we have a market that has a lot of Latin American products and also Caribbean products. And the ginger extract comes from Jamaica. And it's really strong and really good.
If I could find.
And the ginger people who make those ginger chews candies, which are very good, also do a ginger juice. And that's just juice and maybe a preservative, and it's in the bottle.
All right.
That's a great sub. And it's like, do you want to sit there squeezing ginger unless you're throwing it in with 10 other vegetables in your juicer? No, you don't want to bother with that. But it's really good for the purpose if you try to sub. If you were trying to make a ginger tea, I think a big tablespoon of that in hot water. There you go. And if you do ginger tea by actually infusing slices of ginger, awesome. We do that frequently.
No.
You can certainly make a syrup out of that, or you can take it straight. And if you, what else? What else am I thinking of? You can do it you can do a soda with that. Really, put it in seltzer, maybe a little bit of sweetener, and just a straight up ginger soda is like a super peppy ginger ale. Hello.
I'm trying to remember the name. I'll have to look in the store. So I was in a store yesterday, and they had hold on, I didn't miss anyone, did I? Oh, ginger candy. Hi, Mikhail. Good to see you. Yeah. Ginger candy is great.
Big thumbs on the ginger candy. And I think those ginger chews.
Oh, excellent. Ginger beer. I do like ginger beer.
Excellent. Yeah. I've enjoyed that. I remember hearing about that when I was young by reading some books, and I was like, what the hell is ginger beer? My mother said, we'll have to find you some. Your father used to like that. And we got the only brand on the market at the time was Old Time, which I think is still available. It's pretty hard to find, but now there's like a lot of ginger beers out there, and they're great. And it's a great mixer. And of course, if you like a Moscow Mule, there you go. There's a classic.
Next time I'm near Westerly, so I was in this store and I cannot find what they gave me a sample of yesterday, but it was like a really concentrated hibiscus ginger syrup. Mm-hmm. And it was in a very pretty bottle. And I was like, you could use this for cocktails or mocktails. It was really great. So I'm trying to find the name of it.
The spokesperson over here is just like, use for cocktails or mocktails. Just a tablespoon if you're feeling ill. And boom.
Hi, Steve. Good to see you.
Ginger tea.
Yeah.
Ginger tea. There are those who like ginseng. That's a different product. Of course, ginseng root kind of tastes like dirt. So you really have to dose it up. Ginseng ginger, probably a good idea. I used to remember taking that stuff.
The Vicks and the cure for everything.
I remember trying like ginseng extract or whatnot when I was feeling down. Some people were swearing by it, and I was like, it never helped. And it always tasted really bad. So what can I say? Not a huge fan. If you take it, great, go with it. Echinacea, I have found to be ineffective. But if you have this Singer's throat spray that's got like echinacea and a ton of other stuff.
Yeah,
it's very herbal. A couple of squirts in the throat feels really good. So here's the thing: we're talking extracts and bitters and things like that. It's all part of the same thing. All these sorts of things. Some of these things will not really cure anything as much as make you feel a lot better, and that itself is a cure. So I'm going to get what I forgot, which is, speaking of ginger, I forgot my honey syrup coming over.
Okay. We also have a cocoa blind taste test to do too.
Mhm.
But he would come home from work, immediately take a nap, but not without putting Vicks on. I love that. Oh. Oh, Angela says, I love the taste of Vicks. Oh, sleepy time Vicks, and it actually is good. So what's in it? Does it have like melatonin or something in it? Or is it just like the Vicks alcohol? Like what? I haven't had any Vicks since I was a kid. But I like things that put me to sleep. I don't like booze to put me to sleep, honestly, because then you just wake up in the middle of the night. But I love me some good melatonin. So yeah, and strong peppermint. Okay. Okay. I'm available for that. Oh, he forgot his ingredient. I know what he's making though. It's a classic. Oh, jeez. I'm sure my father tried to get me to eat some Vicks. Oh yeah, regular melatonin doesn't work for you, so I have to kind of double it. I'm always like, I'm not going to OD, am I? But yeah, I have to take a lot of melatonin for it to work, honestly. So if I could find something better than melatonin, that would be great.
What works.
See, Michaela says I react terribly to taking melatonin. So what do people do that don't do melatonin? Because I am not attached to the idea of melatonin at all.
I will take a sugar, please.
Oh, I thought you said a sugar. I'm like, we don't have the sugar.
I don't know sugar. Shaker, please. There we go. I said sucker.
My gummies have melatonin, but it has other things too. So funny you should mention that. I don't have any gummies, but I'm like gummy curious. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gummy curious.
He says. And in terms of if you're gummy curious, well,
Yeah,
where could you procure such a thing, miss?
How did she die? Yeah, she OD'd on melatonin. This is seriously what I'm like.
Yeah.
Am I gonna die? Am I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm such a goody two shoes. I've never been in a dispensary, but I'm gummy curious.
Well, where could you possibly find such a product locally?
Oh, aloe plants. My grandma had aloe plants. You ever like break them open and rub them on us?
I keep making a joke. And
I know. We've got dispensaries all over the place.
Up the wazoo. I mean, literally like there. Maybe you know, you go into the big city and it's just like this corner, that corner, back of you.
I know. We got nothing but dispensaries all around us.
And everybody is lighting up. You want to like get a free high, just walk on and breathe.
Okay.
Boom. You don't need gummies, just walk on and breathe. Seriously.
Yeah, and just doesn't have an effect of that stuff. Yeah, okay.
I'll take the gin, please.
Back in the day, we had a lot of time with Vicks at the neighborhood bar called Vicks. Here we go.
Love that idea. I love a neighborhood bar called Trader Vicks myself.
Okay, Lisa says, I have a powdered magnesium drink. It's called Calm. It has melatonin in for nighttime. It tastes pretty good. Okay. I'm like, okay, Snoozy for gummies and Calm for a drink.
Let's see.
I just stay awake.
I stay awake all night. So I'm done, you know.
If I don't have to wake up, that's fine. Thank you. If I have to wake up, it's like I have to sleep.
So it's 2 ounces of gin using the Bombay.
Now, what are you making, Paulus?
I'm making a bee's knees. Sounded good to me and sounded like a great thing to have in your jammies. So since I am, there we go.
I'm trying to de-stress by watching my favorite boring films. It's a good idea, you know?
I found in the past that when I was just too wound up about whatever I have experienced, like excessive anxiety in life, mainly because of poor management at work. And I will absolutely say that was the problem, because when that changed, everything leveled off. You can have a bleep manager and it's terrible. Quit that job, go do something else. That's my advice. Just figure it out, go get another job, quit, and say bye. That's what you need to do. That's my advice. So because I was started for much longer than I might have or should have, and it was bad news.
You sound like Scam Goddess.
Bad news. Yeah, quit it. Screw it.
Does anyone else here listen to the Scam Goddess podcast? I love her so much.
3/4 of an ounce of honey mix. This is nothing more than honey and water, half and half, so that this will actually mix better. It's a lot more fluid, and it tastes just fine.
Yeah. Life's too short to deal with a horrible manager. Exactly.
Bingo. I did it for far too long. You should not. Don't follow my example.
Okay, Peter takes CBD oil. Yeah, got it.
Okay, 3/4 ounce.
Bobby's my alarm clock. I love it.
Okay, 3/4 ounce of the lemon juice. And you know what? That's it. That's all I got in there. Give it a good shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your cocktail. Shake your cocktail. Oh, yeah. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your cocktail. Shake your cocktail.
Shake, shake.
That's incredibly fun to play, by the way. The Velvetones do, in fact. We have done that live. I'm playing Shake Your Cocktail while she shakes one. And she reads off the ingredients and she pours one for a member of the audience. This is just brilliant. So let's go to a coupe. We happen to have, I went for the Noritake because I love these so much.
Oh, yeah. I consider myself a Jane of all trades. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I know.
Absolutely.
You have to be these days, I feel like.
You got to have some skills.
Vicks, clove oil, Sucrets, Vaseline, and Band-Aids. What else could you possibly need? Yeah, I get that. Gettysburg, ma'am. Yeah. Like the worst thing is being stuffed up with sinuses and constipated at the same time. Oh, Bobby.
Oh, man. Oh, stuffed up and stuffed
I like
up.
the
That's
way
terrible.
that we're sitting here talking about our aches and pains.
Oh, it's the thing. Well, weren't you just reading something?
Very elderly.
Well, here we are at that age being like, the Generation X. You weren't just reading something about Gen X. You can't retire like ever, and all that traditional thing about retirement is a bunch of crap. Lemon peel, by the way.
Well, it was about how like some tiny amount of Gen Xers have enough savings to retire.
Yeah, this many. Two of them have that much. Two of them.
That's good.
Isn't that a good thing? This is one of those things that I think was popular Prohibition era, and I think was considered junk for a long time. But I think it's a very simple sour. Why would it be junk? This is a great little thing. And you could switch that up for rye in this, and it would make a great sour. You can switch it up for vodka if you don't like the gin, and it will make a great sour.
Oh, Pepper Tree says you're right about management. Yeah.
No. Our experience, both of our experiences with management is like literally 9 out of 10 managers in the United States are terrible.
I've had a perfect storm of horrible.
90% of you out there who are managing people just suck.
I don't mean my talent managers. If any of my talent managers are watching right now, you're wonderful. I love you. I'm talking about
people you've worked for
survival jobs, day jobs, side hustles. I've had a unique, perfect storm of horrible managers at survival jobs.
At my current,
let's raise a glass. Let's pour one out for Gen X.
Hello, here we are, folks. Working, and the thing is, I've said this in different contexts, and I've probably said it right here on the show. Retirement, that classic.
Angela,
I have worked for 25 years. I got a gold watch. I'm going to just sit on the beach. Are we ever going to get to that point? No, I'll never retire. I'm just going to stop doing certain
micromanagement. I prefer gin too.
I will probably die with a soldering iron in my hand or at the edit suite, editing video. One of those things. That's a good life. I'm good with that. But I will never stop doing those things. I will stop doing clear. I will stop doing some boring things that I don't really care that much about.
I wanted to be very clear. I'm not talking about my talent managers because they rock.
Yeah, well, also because that's also your main line that you will never quit.
Yeah.
You're going to keep doing that until you drop. So there you go. Retirement, what the hell's that? Yay, this is a good thing.
Oh, I love that. One of my proudest moments at AT&T was when most members of my team came to me individually and said it was the best manager they ever had. Oh, that's so nice.
Well, that's fantastic. Oh. We know a couple of people who work for AT&T, as a matter of fact.
I've sat in many meeting after hearing something ridiculous and thinking, you are my boss's boss.
Yeah. Guy behind the guy behind the guy,
Apparently, I was legendary for the way I walked out of one place. Apparently, I slammed the door so hard the whole building shook.
He deserved it. I know that guy. He
deserved it.
I know that guy. He deserved it.
He was. Swing line stapler. Yeah. Milton. Oh.
Bingo. Bingo, bongo, bingo.
Millennial with the old soul of Gen X. Yeah, I'm a Gen Xer. Give you Coke syrup for an upset stomach. Oh, ugh.
Coke
Gen
syrup.
X had the perfect taste in music.
No, thank you, sir.
Yes.
Well, was that Peter?
Yes.
Well, Peter's right in it. So there you are, sir. Absolutely. And this is
Soldering iron?
this is our music. So is our music. Soldering iron, yeah, definitely. Was hearing about a guy who's on one of the groups that I participate in online, which is all about antique radios, and he was in his 90s, and his eyesight was actually really, really failing, and he still went down and worked every day. He would go down there and heat up some hot lead every day. And I think that's how you made it to like 97. Is it 96 or 97, I think it was. And I saw some of his commentary, and he was always like very incisive, and he would tell you something really straight and give you great advice.
Oh, listen to
So
Doris
like,
Day.
You know?
I love it.
Pretty
Time,
interesting.
I'm with you. I get paid in cash a lot too. Yeah. What Social Security? I know.
What the hell is that? Our age group will get it. And I actually did a seminar at work, something like
But
10.
not if you're working for cash.
Well, no. Well, yeah, truth. But if you work for a company where you've been paying into it, etc., you'll get it. After that, it gets dicey. But I also did a seminar at work ages ago with the investment guys in terms of like SoCSEC, what about it? And they're like, well, you're going to take it because you paid into it. Even, big wealthy people will take it because, they paid into it. And it's not going to pay for everything. And it's probably not going to pay for a hell of a lot. So really, that's just there to give you rent money, probably not even rent money. Probably just to give you food on the table.
It ought to be called Social Security.
It's not designed to do anything more than make sure you don't starve.
I finished that drink. So
you're going to hold on. I'm talking here. It's not going to do anything more than blah 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 than give you some food on the table so you don't starve. The government's not paying your rent. It's not paying for your stuff. Blah blah blah. You're going to have 3 other jobs at the time.
Right.
So bear that in mind. And that's the way the system was always made. So anybody who bitches about SoCSEC bleeding the country dry, Pete Shaw. For Pete's sake, you're just keeping a few, people of a certain age from just dropping dead because they don't have any food.
Plus, you paid into it.
You paid into it. Collect from it. It's like unemployment. If you're injured, you
appreciate not being able to collect what I paid.
Or unemployed. If you actually find yourself unemployed, you paid into it. You collect. That's it.
Anyway,
same kind of thing.
All right.
It's not some massive
stop talking about
social safety net. People get bent out of shape about it, but for Pete's sake, it's not that fantastic a plan. You're not going to be taking trips to Cancun on SoCSEC.
Well, I guess it depends on how much you made, but
you're still not making.
Anyway.
No, it's a pittance.
Oh, yeah. Next week, we'll give a seminar on annuities. Exactly.
Now you're talking.
Like, can we talk about something else?
No, anyway. I'll give you a seminar on annuities right now. Get one, because that's better than you got to supplement your SoCSEC. Your SoCSEC is a type of annuity. It's not that great. Get one of your own so that you're getting a guaranteed income. There's plenty of plans you can buy. Talk to your investment advisor. I can't tell you what to buy. There you go. There you go. It's easy. I believe in such
disclaimer.
Things.
I can't tell you.
I can't tell you what to buy. Hey, look, I participate in a 401k at work. Is that great? If the market's up,
I'm telling the story.
If it's down,
random off-topic question. Do you two have house plants? We have 2 that we brought in from outside because of the cold, and we have 1 money tree that I'm somehow managing to knocking on wood, because I feel like I've managed to keep it alive thus far, but I feel like I just probably killed it by saying I've managed to keep it alive.
No. The money tree actually drops a lot of leaves because I think that's the nature of the plant.
I can keep,
but you can keep that sucker going.
I can keep plants alive outside.
Yeah.
In this house, it's hard.
It's very dry. The light is not great all the time.
I need a cocoa taste test.
Cocoa taste test. Let's actually get this sucker going. Do we have a measuring cup so I can get the correct amount of water? I don't want to break it.
Then
okay.
No.
Then no.
Then no.
Then no. Okay. Well, then.
I don't feel like I'm interrupting. I feel like I'm trying to get a word in edgewise.
I'm just trying to finish a sentence, and then the floor is yours.
I'm just trying to finish a sentence. It's like 10,000 words long.
Hey, sometimes you tell me to vamp and keep this thing going, and I do my best.
Vamp.
Yep. That's not vamping. That's voguing.
No, this is voguing.
No, this is voguing. Hell do I know? Hell if I know.
Anyway, I do think that's hilarious, though. Do you have any other financial advice for us, Paul? Do you have any other financial advice for us? I will share something I heard one time that makes a lot of sense, which was in some finance book that you probably also read, talking about how a group of third graders would always do better gaming the market than
if you test them and say invest,
because they were investing in things they'd heard of, like McDonald's,
Coca-Cola,
M&Ms and stuff.
Yeah.
So like they were
M&M
always
Mars.
doing great in the market.
And they would look proven brands that are delivering, dividends. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, watch your mailbox. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wasn't the advice?
Oh, thank you, Gettysburg Mail.
You either saw this live in a seminar or was reading about this, or were reading about this in a book, that there was an investment advisor talking about he would not invest in anything that the company could not describe to him on one sheet of paper. And then he revised that by saying, they could not describe that to me on one sheet of paper with a big crayon.
With a crayon, yeah.
So like 4 words, this is what this is. And if it was more than that, forget it.
Build up your
Too
401k.
complicated.
Yep.
Too complicated. Stupid.
Yep.
Make sure your 401k is about a third of your portfolio. Another third should be something like that. Should be like an annuity.
If Paul says to start putting cash in a coffee can, I'm out. I was going to say, don't keep your money in a mattress.
No.
I'm trying to think of my advice.
Recommend against coffee can. I recommend against buying gold because it has a specified value. It goes up, it goes down. And if it's down, you're like screwed until it goes up again. And it goes up again. What are you going to do? Sell? And they don't have the gold. It's like people will hedge with precious metals.
Or a monkey. I'm not so great about Eric. That. A monkey.
It always has value, but so what? So, and what else? People were asking about other financial advice.
Peter says, I have an idea. How about playing blackjack for your retirement? We were just talking about blackjack today.
You could do a lot worse gambling. As far as gambling goes, the only 2 things you should ever do if you want to make money is learn how to get good at blackjack and poker, because those 2 involve a sense of skill. Roulette? What the hell's roulette?
Bobby.
Good way to flush money. I suppose people have a lot of fun at the roulette wheel, but be real.
The only security you need when you're old as dirt is making sure you marry someone younger than you to put your socks on and cut your toenails. Oh, jeez.
So true.
Oh. Yeah, 401k is. Oh, hi, Bill. Good to see you. Yeah, it is chilly. It is very chilly here. Yeah. She comes in with another house plant. Oh, I love it.
Look, but I participate because that's what it is. But ultimately, a 401k, like if the market is up, it's great. If it's down, you're toast. So really, that should not be your entire portfolio. That should be like a third.
Hi, Amy.
A third of it should be an annuity. And then like a third of it might be something very liquid. Might even be cash. Do not keep your cash in a coffee can. Don't recommend that.
Or a mattress.
You could lose it. Mattress is no different than a coffee can, although nobody sleeps on a coffee can. Yeah.
How did we get here?
How do we get to this thing?
I want cocoa. I want to do the cocoa
Let's do the cocoa test. Let's start this sucker up.
Okay. I have my eyes open, but I am not watching. Well,
you need to boil wait till it boils, and then we go from there.
We brought over the kettle.
We actually have our big taste test today. And then I'll give you my final piece of financial advice because it's fun. I'm not a financial advisor, by the way, so I don't know why you're listening to me. We have the classic, the original, and hey, many people swear by this. And then you got some fancy schmancy one, and she's going to see, can I tell them apart? Do they actually contain like the same stuff?
This one had whey for the second.
Wine milk, sugar, whey, corn syrup, Dutch cocoa, coconut oil.
This one's like sugar, corn syrup.
Blah, 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 a bunch of other stuff.
Financial advice with the Velveteen child.
Have I steered you wrong about a single thing here? I'm telling you to put your money into things that will make money.
Freeze my assets, maybe it will shrink. Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you can participate in a 401k at work and your employer matches any part of that, good deal.
Do it.
I'm telling you that should be only part of your portfolio, because if the market's up, you're great. If it's down, you're toast. My mother found that when she had one of those, and she got to a certain age, and the market was soft. She's calling her advisor, and he's like, I know. I'm like, yeah, well, he can't do anything.
Did you get a measuring cup?
I did. So this is sugar, corn syrup. This has whey. Oh. This has whey.
No, but the proportions are different.
True. This is cocoa, coconut oil. This is pretty much the same stuff. We're going to see if these are even any different at all. We did not actually get the one with the marshmallows because, as you said, that's a tell.
I would be able to tell. I'd be like, oh, this is Swiss Miss.
Can't do a tell.
Marshmallows.
It's marshmallows.
No,
but if you could have gotten
premium
quality cocoa classics with the marshmallows, then hey, there you go.
Well, if you want, you could pour one into one mug now and pour the other one into another mug, and then I won't look.
Right. I'm going to do this so that I remember what the hell I'm doing. Okay. I've got it.
Okay.
Color coding, although everything is kind of the same color. There we go.
Let me know when I can look back.
For your end, this is the okay.
I'm gazing over at the Mai Kai menu on our wall.
See, that's a fine idea.
Mai Kai drinks.
Mai Kai drinks. Mai Kai drinks are great because their staff was pirated from Don Beachcomber. So they brought along a lot of those formulae, modified them a little bit. You can still find some things with some slightly modified names at the Mai Kai. Probably the one place in the country that's still making those Don Beach formulas the way that they used to be. And then you still have some Trader Vic's that are doing it the way that Vic's always did. And the Vic's in Atlanta is really cool. It's the last one that Vic himself supervised. And then the Vic's in Emeryville was the original location. The one time they moved. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's Emeryville is Oakland, okay? The original one was in Oakland in this very dingy part of town, and then they had the opportunity in the early 70s to move to Emeryville, which is on the water. So they have this fab version, like, you know, they're right on this marina. They got this fab view of the big city. Oh, it's awesome.
I smell that coupler cover. Can I look over?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, cocoa.
So we're supposed to put, what, exactly 6 ounces in each of these things?
Pensie's has a hot chocolate mix. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 6 fluid ounces of hot water. That's not
Which
a lot.
cocoa? Yeah.
Okay.
When it comes to blackjack, remember, if you had 17 or higher, you could win.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
You can game it. And you can game it better if you have excellent memory and you count cards.
I am going to need a neck massage after Vegas. This. See, I can't get a word in edgewise. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I am going to. Hold on. I don't know what that was, but I just deleted it. Sorry if I deleted your comment.
Oh, was there something a little off color?
No, it was just, I don't know.
Question mark?
It was question mark. Mark.
Well, something a little sketch.
You head up to Wisconsin to get more blats. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Gonna get a crick in my neck.
Crick, because of creek. We actually finished all the blats, by the way, that Dimey brought us. And we actually finished almost all of the old style. I think I have one left. I really need to crack that because it's not like this stuff lasts.
He like hoards it.
I have one
the
can.
Old man beer. I know.
I got one can.
Yeah.
I really need to kill it though because it doesn't last.
Probably a bot. Yeah, it could be.
Frequently these days, that's where we are.
It was in a language whose alphabet I don't read. I'll just put it that way.
Cyrillic?
No.
Oh, okay. Something South Asian, perhaps?
I don't know, but I didn't. It was an alphabet.
I didn't measure this.
You did not measure
Pete's
that.
Sake. Stupid. Okay, so that was about 2 ounces worth.
So anyway.
Okay.
My gaming channel had a ton a few weeks ago. Oh, geez. Oh, they're back. Hello.
Wait a minute. What is it? Hold on. Let me see this. That's Arabic.
Oh, well, I'm removing it because I blocked them.
Bye. I'm sorry if you're a legit user, but I don't speak the language, and there's way too many robots.
Well, yeah, and it's like translate it, and then I'll read your comment.
I suppose there's an automatic translator. You can check that out.
It's on Facebook, believe it or not. My sister-in-law can count cards. Oh,
hello!
No way!
Excellent,
I love it.
excellent. You know, it's illegal in Las Vegas. Yeah, because you have an advantage over the house. Gee, good
I
thing,
love
guys.
that. Yeah, it's good to have a company that matches. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you got it. You got to. That makes all the difference.
Ever feel like the world was a tuxedo and you were a pair of brown shoes? Yeah.
I hear you.
Maybe you can change it so that only subscribers can comment. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, you know, once in a while, we don't tend to get too many comments from people we don't know on the broadcast. Like sometimes I'll get comments later from someone who just found us. But yeah, it was just weird. Yeah, it was weird. It was Facebook. Usually I'm used to this on YouTube. But anyway, they're gone. Gone. I blocked them.
Gone. Gone like the squirrel. All right.
I have a cousin who was on the MIT blackjack team. Oh, I love that.
Oh, hello.
That's fun.
Wasn't that professor who was like figuring out how to game it properly and they made a lot of money?
Oh,
jeez. Come on, guys. It's very crowded over here. And I just actually soaked my towel that I was going to use to wipe things up. But do you have a little paper towel over there, please? I will take one.
Yeah.
This one works.
It's been used.
I just soaked the business box. Good thing it still works.
He soaked my birthday gift.
It's too much crap on the table here. I'm getting clumsy. Move over.
Those are two different thoughts.
Yeah, it is. Two different thoughts. I'm annoyed.
Probably trying to sell you. Yeah. Anyway. Well, grab a towel. I want this cocoa. I'm a little bit hungry, actually, which is kind of why I want this cocoa. Yeah, cocoa warms the soul. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. And I want to see if I can tell which is which. Can I try them?
Let's serve them to you properly. I was actually waiting too because it was boiling water and that was going to be super hot.
Well, yeah, I'll be careful.
So we want to give them a second. So
I'll be careful.
Not trying to burn you. You burn your tongue, you can't do anything.
I'm not going to burn my tongue.
Yeah, I used to all the time with this stuff. If
you drink Blast, you better have a good amount. Oh, geez. What color's your wall? Oh, this is kind of a tomato red.
Yeah. Which came from the...
Yes, we were trying to match our ice bucket.
The ice bucket.
Yeah, it's kind of a tomato red. But I can see it looks kind of orange because we have an uplight behind the sofa. Oh, Dime says my favorite cocoa is Nestle. Put some chili powder in there. That'll warm you. Yes.
You got that right.
Yes.
I'll see some things. Do you have some things that could be removed?
Yeah, but
might as well. I'm up.
I want to try cocoa.
It's getting to the correct, exact temperature. You know.
I didn't know there was a correct temperature.
There is.
Hot.
Hot is good. Here. Boiling, not so good. But hot. What's it?
You could take that shaker too if you want.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I sort of dry all this stuff.
He's trying to clear dishes.
I just managed to spill water over all these electronic devices.
Cocoa and coffee, brilliant. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cocoa coffee is an excellent idea.
Yes, I love that combo.
Okay, I'm screwing this up because it's got wet. This is all wet. Jeez.
Okay, Harriet Craig.
Hey, I'm getting rings on the table. Not good. This is all wet. For God's sakes, people, goodness. Please. Cooperate with me.
All right.
Okay.
Here. Kitchen is a light peachy color. Ooh. Yeah, our kitchen is like partially aqua, and some of it is still white.
Okay, take these guys.
Thank you.
Super sticky.
All right, this cocoa smells so good.
I'll take that shaker. Oh, I'll shake. I can.
Okay. SpaghettiOs in a Jello mold wall color. Sherwin Williams.
Now you're talking.
I love it.
Now you're talking. Okay. Move these over. Make sure they stick to everything.
Now you finally have cocoa.
Here you go. This should be the correct right temperature for these things. When I make cocoa, I like to put in like about a tablespoon and a half and half. Just helps to like gas the
Okay.
flavor up. If you make cocoa from cocoa powder, salt,
Yes, Peter.
milk, that kind of thing, you probably don't
Cocoa
need to
and
do that.
something orange.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Model A,
Okay.
and here's Model B.
Okay. Oh yeah, aqua and turquoise and white. Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I was going for.
Yeah, no, like you had a great idea. Match the ice bucket.
Oh.
So we found that color, and you know what? This is the best coat of paint that this room's ever had. The prior coat of paint was terrible.
I want to say that's the fancier one.
Okay, and that this would be the Swiss.
That
Miss.
would be Swiss Miss.
You're correct.
I guess I would know Swiss Miss
I guess you'd know
at
Swiss
100
Miss
paces.
at 10 paces. There you go. That's 2 out of 2 for the taste
All right, well,
test.
if you close your eyes, I'll do the taste test for you.
So now you know which is which.
Yes, I do.
And the fancier one, which is in a darker thing, went into the darker
Oh,
container.
thank you, Angela.
So
yeah.
Oh,
Amy says I usually add Bailey's to my cocoa. That would be amazing.
Yes, it would, Amy.
All right.
You
ready?
That sounds great. They're basically adding sort of a premixed Irish coffee to your cocoa in that case.
All right,
you know?
hold out your hand.
Okay, so going for. Okay,
is...
I can't look because
you can't look.
I know the color coding. So there we go.
I'm 2 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, you're nailing it. Totally nailing it. Now, I admit that first one there was kind of a tell there because I got it 2, but still, it's 2 excellent ryes. How are you supposed to? Are you supposed to know?
Oh, I thought you meant the cocoa. I was like,
well, you did the cocoa too. You nailed the cocoa totally.
In the last 15 years, I knew no cocoa other than Swiss Miss.
Uh-huh.
I have a I don't want to say funny story, a mildly amusing story about Swiss Miss, which I will share in a second.
Okay. These are super similar. Okay, to hand me the other one too, please. Now, properly, I should cleanse the palate, but blah blah blah. There we go. All right.
He's gonna drink all the cocoa.
No, and we have like plenty of cocoa. So.
Cocoa from Germany is good, but it's rich. Ooh, that sounds amazing.
Well, it's like ice cream from Italy. The reason it's like tastes so great is that there's no milk in there. It's all cream. It's super heavy. That's gelati. I think this is the fancy one.
Wrong.
See?
Hi, Johnny. Good to see you.
I was telling you I was going to bone that.
Wrong.
These are like way too similar. There was no tell here. They're both milk chocolates. I will tell you one thing: a cocoa mix that is darker, I would like something that just adds like a little bit of bitterness to it. So I'm not a big fan of milk chocolate.
My mildly amusing story. I don't even know if it's mildly amusing, but we stayed at a hotel last week, and when I checked in, the guy told me we have 24-hour coffee and cocoa.
Yep.
And I was like, cocoa?
Cocoa sounded good at that hour, didn't it?
So when we got back that night, we went and got packets. Well, we went and made cocos and took them up to our room, and I was like, this is amazing.
It was Swiss Miss, it's the same old. The funny part of that, the really funny part of that.
Ooh, French vanilla carnation instant breakfast milk powder. Ooh,
hello. Big fun.
Oh my God, I thought I was nuts. That would take me back. Gettysburg member. Finally figured it was Wednesday. Hi.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Well, the really funny part about that story
I'm having a cocoa.
About the hotel. Cocoa in my jammies sounds like a good idea. Yeah. The really funny part about that is that we went back to where it was supposed to be.
We couldn't find it.
And we couldn't find it. It was nowhere. I'm checking. I'm like, there's the tea. There's where the coffee should be, but the coffee was off.
And I'm like, where's the cocoa?
So I go to the desk. I'm like, hi, could you help me with this? He's like, Oh, yeah, it's in the drawer. So she goes over and pulls a couple of packets.
I'd had a couple of drinks, so I'm just like, "Where's the cocoa?
Where's the cocoa,
I
people?
was promised cocoa."
But she
Well,
was
we got
like,
our
"Oh yeah,
cocoa,
we
so-
totally got that. They just put it away."
Memories,
Just
yeah.
great thing.
Oh, Insomnia Cookies. There's an Insomnia Cookies in Penn Station.
The station, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was there. It was in the drawer. So once she showed us where it was, we're like, "Oh, thank God."
Once we figured it out, we could have had all the Swiss Miss we wanted. Cocoa powder is what we're talking about. So yes.
They're for our special customers.
Oh, there we go. Dark
chocolate cocoa from Seas.
Oh boy, now you're talking. You see,
Yes,
I'm telling you,
please.
dark chocolate. Bitter this up, I'd be happier.
Cocoa in my jammies sounds like a Frank Sinatra B-side tune that I want to dance to. Exactly.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, this is great. Insomnia is pretty freaking good. Okay, I've never been, but I walk by it all the time. So
Cocoa in my jammies down in Florida. Boom, 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 boom. You know, I'm trying to get a Sinatra vibe going.
it's going down very quickly though, because it cooled off.
Yeah. Well, that's so you could do that. But you see, if it was super hot, you would have been like, and then you can't even get the flavor out of that. Too hot is no good.
Someone must have done a study on late night cookie cravings. Well, I was wondering if there was something in them to make you sleep.
I'm not sure about the nature of the term insomnia. Is that because you can't sleep, so you go get cookies, and then you have cookies and milk and you fall asleep?
Oh, my plan for 2025 is to travel more. That's great.
Great plan.
Yeah.
I support that plan. I'm totally with you on that. And I hope that you find some great places that potentially you haven't been to before, and you explore and find some fun.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
The hotel in Erie we stayed at on the way back from Ohana was like 24/7 coffee and cocoa.
Erie. Oh, Erie, PA. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm pouring some of this vanilla seltzer into my empty cocoa mug, hoping it will pick up some of my cocoa
of the
leavings.
the tailings.
Cocoa tailings.
The head and the tail, as they say, of the
I wonder
of the distillation.
Maybe I'll give myself some cocoa bitters too.
Couldn't hurt. There you go. And it's vanilla seltzer to begin with, which is a very nice flavor.
Worked at a call center. One of my coworkers was talking about how he was craving cookies one night and had to go to some 24-hour place to satisfy his craving.
Who has cookies 24 hours a day? Well, diners would.
And stay at the Kona RV places. Oh, okay.
Yeah. There you go. Definitely. We're sort of spoiled within the tri-state area in the fact that there is this just local concept.
Good. Night, Mikhail and Bobby John. Good to see you.
Good. So excellent to see you. There's this sort of local concept of the 24-hour diner.
A cute and reasonable camper van. I love that.
Oh, yeah. Definitely talking. Now, frequently, sort of referred to generically as the Greek diner because so many Greek Americans have opened up such a place. And they're astonishing places because the menu is this phone book. It's just like they can make 100,000 things. You're like, your freezer isn't big enough for that. But you go there, it's just like, I want a steak, I want swordfish, I want a burger, I want fajitas. It's like they can make all of this. Diners, 24-hour diners.
Oh,
make all that stuff.
Yeah. I lost the
because I'm talking about where can you get a cookie at like 4 a.m. 24-hour diner. They'll have a cookie, And it's usually this huge thing. You go there for a slice of cake and it's the size of your head. You're like, boy, oh. But they're awesome. I mean, the food is just fantastic. Some of them serve beverages. And if you're just like, it's late night, you just want to drop off, wake up, grab a cup of Joe. It's excellent coffee and you're ready to go.
Oh, Peter would like to travel abroad in 25. Are you?
You don't say.
Working toward that goal?
Yeah, I wish that you can work on that too, right?
I love it.
But definitely. Yeah. Oh, don't
Waffle
talk about
House.
the Waffle House.
It's like food plus this Jerry Springer show. Yeah.
You can't say Waffle House without me getting the soundtrack in my head. Ninth Wave playing Waffle House is something. Do you know this song?
Go down to the Waffle House.
This is just some piece of genius that they recorded very early on in their run, and they still play it live. It's just
Eric just
great.
Posted that. Isn't that a song by Ninth Wave? Waffle House. Yes, it is.
Boom. There you go.
Yes, it is.
No, it's just awesome. If you don't know Ninth Wave, find out Ninth Wave. They're right there. They are the major movers behind the Northeast Surf Music Alliance, which is where surf bands go to former unions so they can get better wages. No, so former unions so that you can find them and that they can play live at your shindig. So.
Oh, Pepper Tree says we keep homemade chocolate chip cookie dough frozen in portions, ready for emergencies.
Just in case.
That's so smart.
That's planning. I would never do that.
We only have booze for emergencies.
Truth. So we're like the other half of that. So like when you're next door and you're like, oh, I got this craving for cookies.
That's so smart.
I got this craving for cookies, but I'm out of Bailey's. He's like, we got the Bailey's, so we'll meet up.
I know.
And you put them together and magic occurs. Like Amy was saying, I put Bailey's in my hot chocolate. Now there's a capital idea.
I was wondering, we would have to make another cocoa, but I was wondering how the sour cherry would
work in the cocoa?
Yeah.
Well, there's only one way to find out, and it wasn't there.
Doing all I can to make that happen. Good, Peter. That's great. I hope that works out for you.
Here's the thing.
I thought you were signaling me.
No. Signaling me for what?
You went like.
We're like.
No, I just.
It's only 10:09.
No, I just thought you were signaling me.
Oh, okay. So
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Well, here's the thing about that too. Like, you hope that happens, and I'm like, and you're pointing out, are you working towards that? Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
If you plan and if you put those,
sorry, Jenny's are.
If you put the building blocks in a row, right, things start to come together. You have to do things with intent, and this is the sort of thing that we've been figuring out about ourselves for a long time. You have to actually, when you hear a lot of people talk about, you need to put it out into the universe. What does that mean? You walk out in the dead of night and you scream at the moon and say, I want the following. No, you need to talk to people. You need to put the idea out there. You need to tell people, this is what I'm intending to do. Because somebody's going to say, oh, well, you know what you should do? And give you a good idea. And then some people are going to say, you know what you should do? And it's going to be a stupid idea. You need to be able to tell the difference too. That's very, very important.
Good idea, stupid idea.
But your trusted friends will tell you good things that you didn't think of. That's very important. You need to reach out to people. I found in my life, I very seldom do that, and I suffer. I lack.
Anyway, never mind.
So yeah, but yeah.
We're getting the graveyard shit. Oh, and the restaurant biz. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Laura. Like good to see you.
Hey, Laura. Excellent.
Yeah.
I think you're reacting to the cocoa and Bailey's and all these things we're talking about over here. So how was
cocoa leavings?
Cocoa leavings,
seltzer.
The tailings with some seltzer, but he also threw some bitters in there.
Mm-hmm.
So how did that turn out? Try it, she says.
I was wondering how cocoa would be with some of this liqueur.
That's all right.
But we'd have to have another cocoa.
Well, all we need is a mug. All I need now is the mug.
You see a fight, get a disease, or have to deal with a drunk hitting on me. Oh, God. Ugh.
Yeah, I hear that.
It's not safe to be working at coffee shops after dark. Yeah.
You might have to have something to defend yourself in a very real sense. And, well, that's a classic diner thing, too, now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Geez.
Yeah, well, I always think that about convenience stores because when he was young, he worked at a convenience store. Yeah, and my grandmother worked at a convenience store, like well past retirement. I'm like, how did neither of you get held up? I mean, I'm glad you didn't get held up, but how did neither of you get held up? I feel like convenience stores get held up about once a week.
I don't think I worked there long enough for that to happen. And it was a super sleepy town. I don't think anybody ever thought to go there. People were passing through.
Benign neglect.
There were busy times during the year, but also the joint closed up at 11. So probably before the point where somebody would have thought, I'm gonna knock over that joint, we were done. So and there was probably a certain amount of luck.
Ooh, a wee splash of whiskey in your cocoa. That sounds good too.
I'm going to go ahead and agree with you there, Laura. I'm thinking that's a great idea.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, a little Irish in your cocoa sounds like a good idea too.
Yeah, close around 11. I'm not out.
You see, what you needed all this time was a glass of cocoa.
I'm not out.
Now you're like, oh, I'm
in the middle of the night around here very often. So I'm not positive what's open all night. We have a diner that used to be 24 hours, but I'm not positive it is anymore.
Locally?
Colonial?
No, they're not.
They used to be 24-hour.
But there's the one across town that is, as far as I know, and I think Walmart's open all hours. You want to go there at like 4 a.m?
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like a blast.
Gettysburg, man, there's a diner, Village Diner in Milford, Pennsylvania is like
Yes.
that. But that's actually a really nice place. But yeah, it's got they've done a great job keeping it nice.
It is
It's a classic
a vintage
diner,
stainless
yeah.
steel diner from about 1947, I believe. It spent part of its life somewhere in Western Massachusetts, but then the diner moved to its current location.
Casey.
And it got taken over by staff that is super dedicated to just like all the diner classics.
Geez.
And then they'll just go way off book and do something so crazy. And it's just excellent.
Yeah.
They came up with something called, Greek diner fries?
Yes.
Oh, no, Greek salad fries.
Greek salad fries, which are amazing.
It's salad and excellent fries
Night,
all mixed
Peter.
together. Night, Peter. It's salad and fries all mixed together. It's just like what
Yeah, it's like Greek salad with
fries.
fries in it, which sounds crazy, but it's so
You try it.
good.
It's so excellent. And like
so good.
we talked to proprietor a number of times, and she says, "Well, this is like Greek dining is always like that. Everything always ends up mixed together, and it's just all excellent,
Amazing,
very basic flavors, just made very fresh and very well. And they do that. It's just awesome.
Something suspicious was happening in the corner booth, so we
The corner booth.
a couple of years ago now, year and a half ago, we were staying at a hotel in New York City, and we needed to get a train back home in the morning / early afternoon. So we had some time to kill before our train. So we're like, oh, we want to get some food. And we're walking by Taco Bell, and we just kind of look at each other and we're like,
sure.
Why
works.
not?
Yep.
Taco Bell. It was like noonish.
Yeah.
And
it was just lunchtime. Regular lunchtime.
I think our
nothing weird.
train was at like 1. So like, okay, great.
Grab some
Taco
food,
Bell.
go in.
So we go in, and it's not crowded, and we get our food, and we're sitting there, and we realize the people at not like literally the next table, but like the closest people to us were just over there snorting Coke off the table in the middle of the day. And there was a security guard there.
Yeah.
And he walks over to them and he's like, oh, you can't do that. And they just looked at him like,
they gave him all this grief, and they're shouting at him whatever. And I'm just like,
yeah, they and he just gave up.
The man is just doing his job in a damn Taco Bell, for Pete's sake. It's like, people, can you take this elsewhere? And what can I tell you? Entertainment New York City.
America-style food place. Yeah. This was
yeah.
That was I thought it was hilarious, actually, but because I wasn't involved. I wasn't scared of them. They were sketchy as hell.
Yes.
But I wasn't scared of them. They didn't worry me. It was just more like that security guard just was questioning his job choice at that moment. Hi, Daniel. Good to see you.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey.
Awesome.
Like, it must have been special that day. Yeah, and they like had the bill that they were like snorting, like the dollar bill or like whatever that they were snorting it through their little straw.
Isn't it supposed to be a Benjamin? You're supposed to use 100. I mean, I don't know.
I didn't walk up to them and say, "Excuse me, is that a Benjamin?"
Is that the correct,
I
unit
heard
of
you're supposed to
currency
use a Benjamin.
for
Is
this
that
purpose?
one?
Is this the one? I mean, jeez,
No.
I can't tell you. I don't do those types of stimulants. They're
Ooh.
really a very bad idea.
Local cider sounds nice. That sounds amazing.
Excellent. Cider.
Christian job. Yeah, he was cidery. I know what you meant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds like Southern Illinois.
I
God. We got class. We got class here.
like Eric's comment. Conversation make me want to play some Jan Hammer. I know what you want to play, sir. Don't you ever notice on the 70s shows, they always find like a plastic bag full of white powder. And what do? Somebody goes,
Taste it.
It's dope. How do you
It was a
know
coffee stir stick.
which is which based on the flavor? I don't think so.
That snorting Coke was when someone said something funny and you couldn't swallow your Coca-Cola fast
Well, that too, you know.
I'm sure that also happens at that
It
Taco
is
Bell.
absolutely, yeah, that does happen at that Taco Bell.
Who would
at the
never
other
touch that
Taco
stuff?
Bells.
Cocaine?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
me either.
I'm thinking like I don't need central nervous stimulants of any kind.
No.
I produce enough of them as it is. If I sound very calm right now, it's been a long day. You know.
Yeah, it was.
But I
it was
don't need any of that stuff.
fascinating.
Junk. But
I have another drinky to make.
you do, and then there's more cocoa too, because you want to try that with the advanced cocoa. But do you want to make your drinky first?
I'm getting stuffed on all this fluid.
Gotta
I
get
just
this
had a bunch of seltzer.
Yeah, well, this is true. You had all that seltzer. That's right. Well, it's
All
like
right,
I
I
was
have
saying,
finished my seltzer.
it is very dry in here.
Okay.
So actually having excess fluid is a good idea.
So
what do you
my
got?
next drink
For your next hat trick.
I'm going to make is the only drug I do is coffee. Oh,
yeah.
Well, I'll do booze, obviously.
There was such a thing.
Coffee. If someone offered me a gummy, I would not say no to it. But
sugar and booze.
Sugar and booze.
Take it from Anna Gasteyer. She's absolutely right.
But yeah, like cocaine, like stuff like that. I'm like, no. Hi, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, sir. But definitely.
Okay, wait.
With Pepsi. Yeah. Very funny. Chamomile ingredient in drinks.
Oh.
Well, we could do that.
I wouldn't turn it down, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't do that. I think that I don't think we have chamomile tea right now, do we?
Couldn't swallow my Coke. I don't think we have chamomile tea right now. I'm sure we have tea that has chamomile.
We could take a look.
Okay, so
we don't usually keep that around. I'm not a big fan of the flavor, but people love it.
Bring me a big rock.
Yes.
And I don't mean a diamond.
No.
But
see the girl with the diamond ring. So
I'll take my big rock. Please.
Big rock coming around.
So I'm making this
she knows how to shake her thing.
Glass. This drink rocks. Okay.
This drink rock anyway.
You need to bring
big rock.
Bring back Coca-Cola Black. Oh, I don't think I ever had that.
I don't think I've ever had. Never did.
All right. Okay, so I'm calling this one Big Rock after talking about Coke. Exactly.
Whoops. Oh, geez.
Sister returned from the bathroom looking at us, wondering what was wrong with us. Oh, she probably knew you by then.
She figured it out.
Oh, cola and coffee. Okay, I will try that.
Coke and coffee.
All right, so I am calling this Liquid Hug.
Oh.
Should be cute. Okay. Oh, specific espresso. Okay. Well,
espresso as an ingredient to a drink is a good idea. Very concentrated coffee flavor.
So this is a low alcohol drink, not a no alcohol drink. So we have a large ice cube in my rocks glass. I'm going to do 1 ounce of chocolate liqueur.
Which chocolate are you using?
I'm using Putney Mountain Spirits.
From Vermont.
From Vermont.
Excellent product. Very nice flavor. You use what you've got on hand. We do recommend the Trader Vic's chocolate is a really nice product. And there are some really good ones on the market. So
supposed to relax a person. It makes my tummy feel weird. Everyone's different. Oh wait,
yeah.
which one are we talking about now?
Yeah, I've lost the thread myself.
Yes. Okay, so 1 ounce chocolate liqueur. And I'm going to do 4 dashes of cherry bitters. Oh, mocha. Oh.
Mocha, got it. I remember a few years ago. No, almost 10 years
ago.
Oh,
chamomile. I think we're talking about chamomile.
Chamomile.
Got it.
Okay. Got it.
Chamomile.
I have tried it. I wasn't that crazy about the flavor and it didn't relax me. So I guess that's the end of that. But ginger I would probably do to calm the stomach.
Oh, bathtub gin recipe. Oh my God.
Oh, hello.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so that was 1 ounce chocolate liqueur, 4 dashes cherry bitters in a rocks glass, and I'm going to fill with my vanilla seltzer. I love this stuff. This is so good.
That's really great stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going to fill it too full though because.
So the quote from Mem, why does everything from Vermont taste better? Cheddar, syrup, candy, because it's made with love. That's why. I still have some drink. Gee,
good for you.
I
have a drink here too, but
you have a new drink. No, I have no drink.
Velvet Hug. Yeah, this one is Liquid Hug.
The Liquid Hug. That looks simple and delicious.
That polar vanilla seltzer is so good.
Polar should be available in at least half the country. I don't know if they've got really great distribution, say, west of the Rockies.
We tried one today that was so good. The spiced pear cider seltzer.
It's nice. Yes.
That was so good.
And that was a
That's
Polar
also
product too?
Polar,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, they got a couple of flavors out there that are a lot of fun. They do an elderflower we've been using. And that's actually a great mocktail ingredient. Hello.
I'm even going to give myself,
thinking about that.
The fizz went down, give myself a little more.
Give yourself some more.
Of the vanilla.
You lost your fizz.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but this is recommended. I think it's got a very nice flavor. I think that's a natural flavor. I'd have to look at the label.
It's good. It's chocolatey.
Yeah. Chocolatey, vanilla-y,
Vanilla-y.
Vanilla. Vanilla is an additive in
the
many
elderflower
things.
starlight. Yes, that is good, Daniel. We've had that.
You've tried it too.
And I went back and bought a
Awesome.
bunch more because I was
Awesome.
like, they're going to run out of this.
Yeah, they probably will. And it's a limited edition. So,
I'm going to give myself a little bit more cherry bitters, though. Packaging a couple of kits of Urban Spice Blends. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Oh.
With no access to. Oh, that's so nice,
No
Ben.
access to. Whoa.
All right.
Okay, that sounds severe.
Vanilla. All right.
That vodka,
I'm going
wait.
to change it from 4 dashes to 7.
We do bear in mind that all gin is a grain neutral spirit cut to strength and infused with some botanicals. That's it. You start with vodka, you turn it into gin. That's it. You can do it yourself.
I like that. All right.
I don't know why you would need to do that if you have a gin that you like, but you can definitely take some various and sundry and try your hand at gin. And if you put some juniper berries in there, it will taste like dry gin, as a matter of fact. So, okay.
Are you going to make another one?
It's about time, isn't it?
All
So
right. He has another one to make too.
I am starting with a flute. And as a matter of fact, that's clean enough.
So what are you making?
I am going to make a Kir Royale light. In fact, I'm varying it up 2 ways. One is we don't have bubbles, but we do happen to have the sparkling non-alcoholic. So I'm going to use that. I don't think we have raspberry liqueur, but we do have black currant cordial. So I'm going to use that. So I'm using about ½ ounce worth of this stuff. And because what I'm pouring into this is not dry, it's going to be a little sweet. I'm going to add a little bit of lemon just to take the sweetness down, because this cordial is quite sweet.
Have you ever made a drink with the butterfly pea flower tea? Yes.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
We have.
It's been a long time, but that was fun. I love that stuff.
Because
yeah.
this stuff actually reacts to the lemon juice. It changes color. And we've done special effects drinks like that. It's blue, now it's pink. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun stuff. I thought the flavor was quite good on that, because I've had that just as tea, as a matter of fact.
When we were in New Hampshire at Christmas, we bought some more Empress 1908 gins. So I've been making sort of purple martinis.
Yep. Which
so
is fun. Because you can always add
Good night,
a drop of acid
Casey.
and
Thank
change
you
it
for
up.
dropping by. Yay. I'm glad you're
Awesome.
here.
Awesome.
Yay. Oh, that's never been open before?
Nope.
Oh, I think I bought that in December.
Yeah, this is
okay.
recent.
I was like, how old is it? Oh, wait, I think I bought it in December.
As a matter of fact, it says June 2026.
Ooh.
We have some time.
Strawberry bubbles with OJ. Oh my gosh,
Hello.
that sounds great.
Hello. Okay, so I know all I did was put in a little bit of the black currant cordial, put in a little bit of lemon to kind of take the sweetness down a bit, and then I'm filling up with this. This is our local sparkling juice beverage. It's called. It's a great piece. It sparkles.
We didn't really get much snow, like maybe an inch. We did not get a lot of snow.
We got enough one day for me to shovel it, but I was really just kind of pushing it out of the way. We've been okay so far. Okay, this guy knows this.
Maybe we'll try that.
Yes, you will. I'm going to give this a bit of a stir.
I was going to say, in terms of mimosas, apparently I'm supposed to be avoiding potassium.
Good work.
Thank you. My potassium was high.
Oh, yeah. Although when you get rechecked, was it still high?
My potassium was still high.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
And I've been like, but that's me. Like
it's very good. Happy with
I
it.
just have naturally high good cholesterol, and apparently I have high potassium. But
Adding one.
but so I've
to-
been trying to avoid potassium, and one of the things that has potassium is orange juice. So
In fact, I'm even going to add a curl. So
we have about 16 inches of snow. I love winter. I love it as long as I don't have to drive in it.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, it is pajama weather. Here
we are.
Full on pajama weather.
Here we are. I'm not going anywhere.
More ice than snow.
Yeah.
God.
It has been icy, and today it's completely frozen out there.
It's supposed to. Aren't we supposed to get some weather sometime soon?
End of the week, stuff's coming in. Bitter blast ahead.
Blast ahead.
Oh, I thought we were already in it.
It's currently 17
Jeez,
here.
all the water that was out there
Looking.
gathering at the bottom of the driveway is all frozen. You can literally skate at the end of the street all the way up and down the street.
Looking at our forecast.
14 big ones right now.
Tomorrow,
Yay!
PM snow showers. Sunday, PM snow showers.
It gets better and better.
Yeah. Good times.
Good times are ahead.
Good times.
Good times are coming.
I don't mind a
I don't mind the snow day, although I have to go out and shovel it.
I don't. What I'm trying to say is I don't mind some weather, some bad weather, but as long as I don't have to drive in it. If I don't have to drive, whatever.
You're good.
Because I had a gig last week that
Yep.
was an hour away, so I had to get there. But fortunately, the weather was nice that day.
I believe the conduit was familiar, which was good. You did at least half of that in daylight, which is good.
They're playing.
You had no ice.
Oh, ready for flip flops and shorts. I know.
I'm in.
Oh God,
Totally in with you.
it's
We're
just
joining
been so Monday in New York was kind of not warm, but since we're all dressed for like 19 degrees, when it's 40 degrees, we're all broiling.
It was like, well, okay, that's a bit of a difference.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so that was Monday, and then like it just
It plummeted right.
right
Every
after
single
that.
day in the future where it gets above about 35, it immediately drops the next day.
Waiting for
There we
another
are.
grill in the snow video.
Oh, who's waiting for this? Oh,
Eric.
okay.
Yeah.
Well-
My jeans and light jacket. Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's a present time. I would be grilling in no snow whatsoever, but at 14 degrees, I would be struggling to keep the temperature going. I'm struggling to keep this thing lit. It keeps going out, Craziness.
Two boys just shovel when it gets bad. Ah!
Now you're talking. I'm all
You
over that.
know, was it last year? Some neighborhood kids came by and like,
Yeah.
would you like us to shovel your snow? We're like, yeah,
I was like, name
yeah,
your
I
price.
would.
Name your price. They named the price. I said, I can do that. And we went from there.
Yes, I would appreciate that. Please do.
And then like some random guy came by and he was saying the same thing. And I said, well, how much you need? The price worked. And then he started doing more of the driveway than I intended. I'm like, no, you're good. Don't kill yourself. I mean, I know that snow removal is 3 figures these days. And I can't really afford that. But if people actually are agreeing to a price and we can do that, then I'm like, good. But only do this much,
Yeah.
I'll handle the rest of this pain in the neck. These days,
Yeah, if you'll just do enough for me to get out.
to get my heck out of there. This is getting to the bottom of the driveway. These days, we park the car towards the bottom of the driveway. I'm not shoveling that much. I can't do it anymore. So we just got to get ourselves out. And it was really heavy. I stay home.
Ooh,
Phooey.
Scotland. Yeah, well. Wish how many neighbors come out of the house and socialize anymore. Aw.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you should send a picture of your driveway. Angela? Winter first in the in the Bay Area. It's comfortable. Oh, I love it.
Hello.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. There you go.
Saying all
Yeah,
things in moderation.
seriously.
Oh, I know. 6 months winter, 6 months summer. The wet stuff will kill you. Don't mind the powdery kind. I know, and I'm like, we're too old for this. Like, we can't do the
I
wet
can't do the
stuff.
heavy stuff.
Nope.
And the Bay Area, of course, is notorious for
Oh, Angela, good. Go to Ireland.
just having this very coastal effect where it's wet a lot, but not necessarily frozen. So it's actually more usual for that to be. It's cold a lot of the year. And then, of course, you have a rainy season where it's just like, wow, this is kind of dreary. But then you just drink a lot of coffee like they do in Portland, Oregon. And there you have it.
I'm just in Portland, Oregon.
Or Seattle.
Or New York.
Seattle's well known for like being a big Java town. You gotta do something to counteract all those rainy days. But I hear that, That's the kicker.
We have the heater on, but I'm still like, you know what? It's blanket time.
Blankie time.
It's blankie time.
What
time for my blankie.
What blankie do you have, by the way?
I have Tiptoe.
Oh, Tiptoe.
For any Macy's parade fans here,
oh,
it's Tiptoe,
do you know Tiptoe?
From the Macy's parade.
Tiptoe's a great story.
The worst ice storm. Still required to go to school. What? They made you walk to school in an ice storm?
On the pavement.
Gosh.
Jeez. I've actually had experiences walking to school in pretty horrible conditions. Yeah.
Paul's got family from Ireland too.
Yeah. The farthest south you can get.
I can't believe, now, they would just get sued if you made kids walk to school in an ice storm.
Back in the day, they were like, "Get yourself to school, kid. Here, take your saxophone." Boom, and away you went.
Take your sax. Drag your cello through the snow.
Yeah. Drag your double bass.
Uphill both directions.
Double bass case comes with a wheel, by the way, so you're not really dragging it. You're pushing it. But of course.
Part of winter, I don't
Oh, ice.
They do get brutal. And it's like, and again, if I don't have to drive, whatever, but
I recall.
But I usually have to drive somewhere.
Some 30 years ago, there were 2 different years in.
Kids today have it easy.
These kids. You remember the 2 storms, like about 2 years apart in New York City around 1994 or so, that were literally 30 hours of ice. It just like hails down. It just like sleets down 30 hours. And at the end of it all, you had like a foot of ice above the sidewalk. It was impossible.
Put these hot potatoes in your pockets and walk that 4 miles to school in 2 feet of snow.
I got a better idea.
Raining ice. Oh my God, Angela.
Pocket hand warmers that uses lighter fluid. I used to have one of those in the Boy Scouts. That was actually great. That really got you going.
Hi, Melissa. Oh, good. We inspired you to make cocoa.
Hey,
yay. All right.
Excellent.
I love it.
We've already had 1 cup and you're interested in another. We can do that.
Public TV special of jazz bassist Jay Leonhardt, and he did a funny song about carrying a bass on a plane.
Well, the classic thing is the musician who travels with the Stradivarius and has a second seat on the plane for the Stradivarius.
Yeah.
And then like the plane says, well, you can't take them on the plane. Then I'm not traveling. Forget it. I'll drive. I think it's like, this is the thing. This is a priceless instrument from 350 years ago. Of course, you're not going to put it in luggage for Pete's sake.
Shmo. Potatoes won't be hot when I have to walk back home.
Seriously. Hot patata. Which brings right back to Christmas Story with bundling the kid within an inch of his life.
Randy.
And like somebody kicks him and he goes down. He's like, I can't get up.
He couldn't.
Ralphie. He couldn't. He was hapless. In his diving suit walking around in Cleveland.
I say it was 20 degrees and there were 3 or 4 people wouldn't answer their door to get their pizza. Oh my God, that is so rude. They make you come out in the, that's horrible.
How are you supposed to get the pizza to them? Slip it through the mail slot? I mean, you could do it, 1 slice at a time?
Put your arms down when you get to school.
Yeah, you put your arms down. Seriously.
That is, I remember one time before I knew you, where I was with some people and it was a blizzard and we ordered Chinese food and it was delivered and we felt so bad that we tipped the guy really well because it's like made him.
You came out here in this.
Yeah. Like that's.
It's these conditions.
So rude.
When you're in a city that has public transportation and it's a walking city, you're just kind of used to it. But when it's like that, you're like, what idiot is
I remember
out
what I was going to say.
Yeah.
One of those storms, And yeah, it has to have been one of those because we were already living together.
Yeah.
And I had to go into the city, and the subway, like I mean, we lived in Queens. So, I mean, we lived in the city, but I had to go into Manhattan. And I remember they hadn't shoveled the subway steps. So
let's clarify.
you couldn't get up the steps. Like you would start climbing a step and you would slide back down. You would like start climbing and slide back down. And I remember the only way I got up the steps was just like to haul myself up the
grab the
the rail,
the 1-inch thick size of rope and haul yourself up. Boom. It's like gym class.
One customer I called twice. Oh, Angela, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thunder snow. Yeah, we have had thunder snow.
That our pick. We should clarify about Queens, where you are at that part of Queens, which is Astoria. The subway is actually elevated. So hey, right back to Chicago. So that's why you were walking upstairs to get there. And you're right.
But this was when I got into Manhattan.
So you were trying to get out.
I was trying to get out of the subway.
Off the subway.
Yeah, okay. I was trying to get out of the subway.
And you couldn't.
And and like you had to just like pull yourself up by the rail to get up the stairs because it was just
piled up.
It was just like trying to climb a mountain of snow.
Maybe I'll just keep going on the subway another 4 or 5 stops, and then I'll be able to get out. And then try to walk on what sidewalk? It's always
that was
fun.
Crazy.
Every time you get conditions like this in the big city, people are like, "It snowed," and it's like, yeah, it does that from time to time. No, right? Don't you have a shovel? We know about that around these parts.
Thunder snow, yeah, it is kind of unsettling, right? I agree.
I always love
an Uber driver. Oh yeah, because at least you don't have to get out of the car.
My favorite snow weather pattern is full sun and heavy snow simultaneously. How the hell's that happen? I've seen it. It's always fun when that happens.
Do you get like a snow rainbow?
You should. You really should, because there's enough precipitation to make that happen. There's enough dampness in the air.
Lightning and snow. That's weird.
Whoa. Well, that sounds weird.
Well, it sounds like the Weird Al version of AC/DC thunder snow. Craziness.
Weird weather, man. Weird weather. We haven't even gotten to the historical accounts of reigns of blood and frogs. That's always fun. That kind of thing.
Hi, Troy. Good to see you.
I mean, we're talking 40 times about that stuff.
Yeah, apparently we're talking about raining frogs.
Rains of frogs and rains of blood and meat, that kind of thing. Big fun.
Yeah, lightning and snow. That's creepy.
Weird.
Having another one, huh?
Yep. They're light. They're super light.
I'm not judging.
No. I'm just saying that you can have one because
it's light.
You can have one. You can have two.
I'm having another.
Yeah.
Would have been like, this is it. This is how I die. Oh.
That's it. I'm gone.
Oh, man.
Interestingly, this sparkling juice is less sweet than I thought it would be, and I'm actually pretty happy with that. I was really thinking to myself, what I would really love is like a sparkling cider or a sparkling grape juice that is very dry, because usually they're too sweet, and this is kind of a problem. I like the actual kava to be dry, and I like this to be dry.
Eric's saying, I like those videos of this weatherman who was outside doing weather and a thunder snow thing would happen, and he would react like he just won the Super Bowl because that happened. Yeah, it's good for him if crazy weather things happen. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's kind of boring. It's wet or it's dry the whole time,
Jeez.
What's that Steve Martin movie where he's the weatherman? It's just sunny. Tomorrow it's sunny. Thursday sunny. Friday sunny. Saturday sunny. Blah blah. I'm falling asleep here.
The one with Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah. So there's the thing, weatherman Los Angeles. Boom, 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 boom. Around here, we got variety.
What was that movie?
Who knows?
All right,
I totally forget. See, now you got to take a look.
Now I got to take a look. All right, I'll look on my phone.
Yeah, we have our share of fun. I do like talking about extreme weather. I don't really like talking about the fact that it's really cold right now because, so it is, big deal. But like if really, really crazy stuff happens, well, that's kind of fun, you know. Like I'm talking about bizarre
See if anyone beats me to it.
weather patterns historically.
He shares a birthday with you.
Who? Steve Martin?
Steve Martin.
Oh, I think I knew that. Yeah, but I totally spaced that. How about that? Hey, Steve-O, we should have a couple of drinks sometime. You know what I'm talking?
Steve-O.
No, he would not. But I've seen him in person at the store I worked because he came in and he was like in and out in about 120 seconds. Wow.
Well, I think as soon as someone recognized him, he was like,
This is the thing.
Leaving.
He's reportedly very skittish, and I saw this in person about like the fans. And I get it. You know, people get really nutty and stupid. And look, the man does his work. You know, he doesn't need people being like, hey, Steve.
L.A. Story.
L.A. Story.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. The blizzard of '93 and seeing this mountain of snow on the front. Oh yeah.
There you go. You know, it was probably the same year that.
Yeah,
that
freak weather. It's just like, wow, it does that.
Yeah.
He plays very good banjo.
Yes, he does. Yes, I remember that from when he was pretty strictly doing stand-up. Like he would whip out the banjo and just play some tunes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He started out his career as a writer for anybody? Name the show. Comedy show.
3-foot drifts and no school for 2 weeks. What, Ben?
Whoa!
Where was that? Like the North Pole?
2005 or 6. Well, we were here and we've got a lot of extreme weather in the first few years in the house. So I'm sure we remember that. And I'm sure I was shoveling
laughing
3 feet of snow. Smothers Brothers.
Oh.
I don't believe he did Laughing. I could be wrong.
I'm sure he might have been on. Oh,
there
Amy
you
go. Yeah.
Amy,
Okay. Yeah.
Amy's like, Amy nailed it. There we go.
On Austin City Limits with his band. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. It's like a lot of people who like do a little comedy. They do a little music. It's like all kinds of runs together. I think Billy Connolly started out doing a comedy musical duo with Jerry Rafferty.
Yep. Smothers Brothers.
And after a couple of years, like Billy wanted to do more comedy, so they split. So
I like him in Only Murders in the Building.
Have you seen that?
I don't think so.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, I'm way behind on it. It's got a bunch of seasons now, and I'm way behind. But
yeah,
the Humble Bumps.
Daniel nails it. The Humble Bumps. Yep. For a couple of years around 1969, 1970, it was like comedy musical duo. And after a while, Billy was like, I just wanted to stand up. So like that splits that. And then Jerry Rafferty forms a second group who you've heard of. And you've heard of their big hit too.
Bill Burr is going to be in a Broadway show in March. What? Which
wow.
one?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I never finished last season. Yeah, I'm way behind on it, but
we are actually in line to see some shows because we decided to buckle down and just pay the price and see some Broadway. And we just saw like Gypsy with Audra McDonald, which is astonishing. You know, just astonishing. Great revival.
Oh, I love him in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles too.
Oh yeah, geez, of course. Yeah, that's a classic of the genre. And we are about to see both Oh Mary and Death Becomes Her. And we will report. So
yes.
Those of you who might just travel to the big city to see some theater will be able to tell you a little something about
next week. Next week we're seeing Oh Mary. So
we'll see that. That just looks so demented that I just want to see it to see just exactly how nuts they get. It just looks. The whole reviews are like it's incredibly funny, incredibly stupid at the same time, and I'm like, I'm in. Let's see what's what. But the whole concept, it's a whole like study of Mary Todd Lincoln. Okay, yeah, you got me. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I love the movie Death Becomes Her, so I'm excited to see the musical.
We just saw the movie fairly recently, as I recall, and we really enjoyed it. So interested to see what they do.
Do you think the car starts to drive? Well, the radio still works. You know? I love Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Gemma, do you think you should be on the road with this? Well, it's not bad. I mean, I don't have a speedometer, but you know.
He's like, I can't say with any degree of accuracy.
Yep. Let's speed up in driving. I like the fact that the set decorators, like the set people, had to take the car and put it in that condition, but it also had to basically be drivable.
Hi, Kalaka boy. Oh yeah,
that's really
yeah. When Boy George comes, yes, yeah.
Oh yes,
yeah. Because I think you can get tickets. You might be able to get tickets for Broadway week, but I want to see it with Boy George. So
yeah.
Yeah, you're driving in the wrong lane. I know. No, people are like, and you're just like, yeah.
Little craziness.
Oh.
If you take a look up on IMDb, the trivia about planes, trains is pretty entertaining, because apparently it was a long shoot, because Hughes would actually, they would get to a location and they're ready to shoot and there's no snow. So they had to scratch it and then send people home and then find a location that had snow. They spent an enormous amount of money making this damn thing, including shooting in New York City, not cheap. But he had them trucking all over the country to find locations or whatnot. And ultimately they came up with a product that works. It does what it's supposed to. And they have great gags, like the train that they get on is called Contract. A conflation of Conrail and Amtrak.
Yep.
Your two national systems at the time. So pretty fun. And of course, people always complain about Amtrak, but locally, it's actually pretty good service, I hear.
Yeah. How long do I think St. Louis is from Chicago? I know. I'm with you. I've said the same thing.
Oh,
yeah. Because we drove that. And
we have driven it. It's
not much time. I know. And he's like,
it's I think it's about 6-7 hours. It's not close, but it's not like it's 3 days.
It's not like days and days.
It's not days and days.
Yeah,
I mean, you can do this within one. And because I remember the epic drive was, I think Des Moines to Chicago was something like 9 hours. And
no,
was it Des Moines?
No, Gretna.
Oh, that's right. We started in Gretna. Oh, geez. We were in Nebraska.
We had lunch in Des Moines.
That was a long day.
First train is like 4 hours? Yeah. They made it seem like it was a day and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. 4.5 sounds about right. Yeah.
Oh, today is Charo's birthday. Coochie.
Charo!
I love it.
Charo is not especially well known.
Maybe 5.
That Charo is one of the top classical guitarists in the world. I think you were telling me this, top 3 or something like this.
Yeah.
And you see her do her comedy bit, do a little acting, do a little guitar.
Oh, Troy was just in Des Moines for New Year's.
Hello. But that's a funny thing. We were just speaking about Steve Martin making it a very technical banjo player. I was she is a very technical classical guitar player. So
yeah, we stopped. We stopped there for lunch. It was fun.
We stopped for lunch at was it Fong's?
Fong's.
Yeah, which is the oldest Chinese restaurant in Des Moines.
It's still there.
No
one really knows how old Charo is.
I do. And I'm not telling.
Hold on.
But you can figure it out,
No, I do not want to submit this form again.
No, I do not. Fong's, I hope it's still there, because it was really cool. Chinese restaurant that did these crazy pizzas. We had, I believe, crab rangoon pizza. Was fabulous.
Yes, it's still open. It's open right now.
Excellent. And they have drinks and they have mugs. Oh, it was really cool. And they're right in the same building with a funeral home. And if you want to use the men's or ladies, you have to go into the funeral home.
Yeah, the crab rangoon pizza. We got crab rangoon pizza. It was so good. It was great.
It was really, really excellent. Yes. And it was a great road trip. And I thought Des Moines looked like a really fun town, Another one of these little Midwest towns, which basically exists for the insurance industry. Good.
She'll always be April Lopez to me.
Yeah.
Road trip. I always think of Legally Blonde. Road trip.
Road trip makes me also think of Swingers.
Yes.
We're going to Vegas. I'm not going to Vegas.
I'm not going to Vegas.
I'm not going to Vegas. I'm definitely not going to Vegas. Boom. There you go. And of course, then there's the vacation pictures.
Meet up at Fong's. That'll be fun. Crab Rangoon pizza. Yeah, it's good.
You see,
it's great.
we keep talking like that. And we actually found another place that did the crab rangoon pizza. And it was really good too.
We did?
Yeah, that was in New Hampshire. Ziggy's. Ziggy's did crab rangoon pizza. We had it. We had it with Linda, who was here. She enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've been there, done that. Got. I remember the white pizza.
Yeah, the white pizza is very good there.
Yeah.
And we did crab rangoon, which sounded good, and it was really, really well done.
I sort of remember doing that
there,
but I definitely remember doing it at Fong's.
Yeah. Fong's was good because we had a lot left over, and we had it for days. It's really cool.
Name I hadn't heard in a minute.
But definitely.
My favorite episode is with her when she pretends to be this guy's personal Spanish teacher. Because she likes to
I recall they had something like 20 different specialty pizzas on the move. They all looked excellent. It's like, just keep going there week after week and you'll like get a different pie. So it's great to have a local place that will experiment like that. We were talking earlier about Village Diner, which is fairly local to us. They just keep trying things and seeing where they get with them. And their shakes are just crazy good. They have this thing called Fat Elvis, which is like peanut butter, bacon, bananas, and it's just this big mess of milkshake. And you're like, wow, I want another one
with bacon on top.
With bacon on top, I want another one. It's so well done. This is the thing. Cannot recommend them highly enough.
I wanted to go back to Dime's comment. Never been to Vegas. I'm more interested in doing a full Route 66 trip. Yeah, like I think you would find that
the portion
amazing.
The portion that you can do.
But I think in Vegas there are still, you have to seek out the amazingness. It's I mean, we have friends who live there and they are great about steering you right
to the thing.
Yeah.
But I would like to say to find like the vintage Vegas, but increasingly there is no vintage Vegas. But you can still find little corners.
Highway 50, loneliest highway in America. Oh.
50. Oh, wow.
I'm thinking of 40, which actually cranks across like northern Texas for miles and miles. Straight shot across Texas. And then it keeps you going west. Large portions of 40 are running over the same path of what used to be 66. So that's the same route. And you'll find like some cutoffs where you can get off, and then people have a lot of Route 66 memorabilia and etc.
Oh yeah, good vegetarian pizza. Yeah, sometimes a good vegetarian pizza is great.
I like a pizza with all the vegetables on it.
Let's rent a bus and do it. Oh my God, seriously. I love it. We've been talking about doing a bus trip forever.
Road trip. Kicker.
Oh, 50 is a state highway. 40 is an interstate. Yes.
Got it. Okay.
More sinus meds. I'm going to call it a night. Good night, Angela. I'm so glad you dropped by.
Please, you stuck with us for a long time. So if it's bugging you, I always say,
yeah, I know. It's about time. It's about time to wrap it up anyway.
Oh, it is about that time.
Yeah, it is about that time.
Okay. All right. Well,
I know people need veggie pizza.
There you go. Veggie pizza. I
know it's about that time. Anyway.
I always say just give me the one that's got all vegetables on it, and you got a meal, and you're good.
Yeah.
And if you're like, I want some meat, throw on some sausage. Fine. There you go.
I want some
meat. People will rhapsodize endlessly about pepperoni. I'm like, get your roughage in there. Jeez, people, come on.
I grew up on pepperoni. I mean, it was. I think I was probably a much older kid before I realized you could get pizza that wasn't pepperoni.
Have pepperoni on it.
I just always thought pizza had pepperoni. So.
It comes with it.
Oh, it comes with other things. Oh, okay.
The cheese has meat in it. You put it on, and away you go. So hilarious. Anyway, okay.
Okay. So I think it's that time.
So get well, Angela. Everyone else. I've heard other people complaining about various ailments. Please, whether it's a bad back because you've been shoveling too much snow, or because you went outside and immediately got a massive case of rhinitis because it's 10 degrees. Look, please take care of yourself. Always eat and drink well. And remember to maximize your 401k because your employer matches 20%.
Buy an annuity.
And there's your financial advice.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot my final piece of financial
Oh,
advice.
Julie, you're already in your PJs. I love
Yes.
it. Yay.
By the way, my final piece of financial advice for the evening, crypto. Don't bother. No, don't do it. Just don't do it. There you go. That's good advice no matter where you go. I would like somebody to disagree with me, and then we'd have a good discussion.
Maybe next week we'll do a money episode.
Money makes the world go around. There you go. Cash. Pound notes, loose change, bad checks, anything. There we go.
Cream. We'll have to make a drink called cream.
Cream. All right. Fun stuff coming through.
Next week,
Folks.
Paul will be doing financial advice.
No, I did it today. I don't need to do
More
it again.
financial
I don't have anything new to add. I'm not a financial advisor.
I don't know. You were advising people tonight.
I didn't tell them what to buy. I can't tell you what to buy. I don't know stocks.
You just said don't buy crypto.
Yes, I did. I told you what not to buy. Is it bad advice?
Well, I didn't say it was bad advice. I'm just saying you keep saying I don't have any advice, and then you keep giving advice.
I didn't tell them what to buy.
You said
I
to buy an
can't tell you. I
annuity.
cannot tell you what stocks to buy.
You said to buy an annuity.
It's your choice about what to load that up with. That's the thing.
Anyway.
There you go. Anyway, great stuff, people.
All right.
It's been good. And we'll see you in a mere 7 days with
He plays one on TV. Exactly.
with more fun advice about subjects about which I have no knowledge. And
You heard it. You heard it.
yeah, but was it bad advice? That's the thing.
I didn't say it was bad advice.
I can tell you general principles that will work with these things. I can definitely tell you what to put in your cocktail shaker and shake it up, because we do great stuff around there for that. We'll have another fun theme in a week. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll get there.
All right.
Fun things will occur. And we'll do another one of these Pajama episodes. Got to do a serial episode again. They're a lot of fun.
Oh,
Let's talk about cartoons
thank
all
you,
day long.
everyone.
People, it's so fantastic to see you, some of you every week. You know how to support us. We have many patrons who've been tuning in all night. I really, really appreciate that. It keeps this whole thing going. But remember, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, we will see you soon.
Good night.